Hello gals, it's Bunny, and it's spoopy season in the Worldwide Day of Play, hence why I'm making a video right now instead of going outside and playing, because, you know, Nickelodeon's terrible. It's terrible. But that's not what this video is about. And you may have noticed that this is a fairy vid. Yeah, I've decided to. I did make a community post saying that I would do like a shift in content. There would be a shift in content. I didn't know, and I didn't know what that would mean at the time. So, but then I settled on just fairy vids and maybe even toy vids. Yeah, toy vids and fairy vids. I don't know. Like I did back then. I'm really into toys lately. I feel like if I make a fairy vid and tie it back to toys, that'll be great. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Anyway, no, but instead this vid is about Digital Circus again. It's that time again, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's how into toys I am at this point. I'm a hyperfixated on Digital Circus. And also, Knights of Guinevere. A lot of things involving toys, really. Yeah, and fun stuffs. I'm a kawaii kill. Yeah. Yeah. And more specifically, this vid is about Jax from Digital Circus. Yeah, Jax. This is about Jax, and what this theory is about, the theory about Jax is that I think he's a hacker. Bear with me. I guess we're jumping on into it. Anyway, there's a lot of, and I wrote all of this stuff in my notes. That's how dedicated I am. Look at all that. Look at all that the dialogue and notes. It's a lot. Anyway, there's a lot. I wrote in my notes that there's a lot of evidence pointing towards Jax being a hacker who hacked into an NPC. Yeah, so there's that part. So this is all my notes. Firstly, the NPCs aren't so mentally and emotionally different from the players. Pomni's interaction with Gummy Goo, seems to suggest that the players have thoughts. That the NPCs have thoughts and feelings too, and so do the players. Obviously, we all knew that. My tongue tied. Oh my god. Sorry. I keep on laughing. Okay, let's try and be serious. They can be emotionally scarred. Their feelings can get hurt. They can feel joy, pain, and comfort in certain interests in people. Just like the players. And me. Why am I laughing at this? I need to calm down, hang on. This is actually evident by Kane in episode 3 and even onwards, like episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like, that's how many, that's how intense this is getting. This is getting very, very intense. Like, he's going nuts. Anyway, he's starting to glitch out, due to Zubal's remarks the suggestion box, and even due to the factoid that no one likes him. Sorry. I've been saying factoid a lot lately. You can blame Smiling Friends for that. I'm watching Adult Swim. Oh no. Oh no. That's an adult channel. But that's the only thing that's left of Cartoon Network. Oh, dang. Alright, so in order to find out whether or not Jax is a hacker, we need to look at 2 real-life hacking incidents and disasters that happen in some of the most famous MMORPGs. Yeah, I stumbled on that word or that acronym. I don't know. It's just. Stumble on that thing. Yeah, it's an acronym. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to get ultra serious right now. So, the first one we'll be talking about is the Wizard 101 hacking incident. Yeah. Wizard 101 is a wholesome kids virtual world about fun wizards where you get to cast spells at your enemies. So basically Harry Potter, but a video game. Harry Potter the video game. That's what this is. That's what Wizard 101 is. Yeah. It was created by a company called KingsIsle, and they're quite controversial. Like, no one likes KingsIsle, except for maybe, I mean, some people do like KingsIsle. Okay, if you want a more in-depth vid on the whole debacle, I highly recommend you watch. This is also in my notes. I highly recommend you watch the one made by Izzy's, because she explains the whole thing much better, in much more detail, way better than I could possibly list it, or just like explain it. I don't really know how to explain things very well, so yeah, I'm working on that though. So yeah. But basically, what happened was that someone hacked their server broadcast system to call out KingsIsle in the most publicly embarrassing way possible. Why do we keep doing this motion? I don't know. All the while posing as an employee gone rogue. Sound familiar? We'll get there. He's been nicknamed Server Dude by literally everyone, or by majority of the masses. Though some people, including me, including myself, have nicknamed him Bradley as a reference to one of the messages that I'll put up later, and I will showcase all of them on the screen. All the messages, and including the Bradley one with the name Bradley. All of them will be showcased on the screen. So yeah. But posing as an I have this in my notes, I'm sorry. Anyway, posing as a rogue employee, harassing the players with inappropriate messages, quoting Breaking Bad. That's actually happened. Sounds like something Jax would do. Just saying. I mean, think about it. He has keys to literally every room in the circus, and was even able to easily steal the keys to the Candy Kingdom walls in episode 2. I literally am reading off my notes at this point. And like, yeah, he was able to steal them all. Doesn't that seem like he has like access to all the keys because he hacked into an NPC? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? I'm going so close to this camera. Oh my gosh. He's able to break the fourth wall just as much as Kane is. And I am super duper hyped for today. I don't know why. I should be scared. Maybe it's because I'm scared because it's the Worldwide Damn Play. That makes sense. Yeah. He's even able to crave food just like the NPCs do. I mean, you can argue that the Kinger is seen eating a sandwich in episode 5. We literally saw that, but that could just be because due to him allegedly and hypothetically, allegedly too, being a developer of the game. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, he's probably, I don't know. Am I saying those words for using those words? He's allegedly, was a developer on the game and got trapped in the circus. And he's forgetting literally everything. It makes sense. I mean, he literally like made a butterfly. He made a butterfly out of thin air, and he used it to like replenish like Ragatha's health in episode 6. Doy. But anyway, Jax is physically abusive and threatens other people. Just like, you know, Bradley and other people too. He also doesn't show up to any of the extracted players' funerals. Like literally, show some respect, guy. I mean, he doesn't want to show respect. He never does. He never shows any respect. He's a meanie. He's a bully, and he's also probably a hacker. He's a hacker and a bully, and he's nyeh. Also, the card on his enamel pin that you can actually buy has him outside of his bedroom. We'll get back to that later. Nameplate broken, letters on the floor, and the texture on the back of the card was ripped and is showing the glitchy boy. And yes, all this was recorded from the Game Theory vid. Film Theory vid about Jax being NPC. But like, it's evident that it helps like showcase the factoid that he could also, the theory that he could be a hacker. Not factoid, it's a theory. Not a factoid. What am I saying? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I mentioned earlier that there was like two hackers I was going to talk about in this vid that were like real life hackers I was going to talk about in this vid. And so the other hacker I was going to talk, I decided to talk about is none other than the one we'll be talking about and touching on is none other than Maverick from Toontown Online. Yeah, not Toontown Rewritten, Toontown Online. Oh my gosh, Chubster's literally in here.
Hi.
Anyway, Maverick was one of the worst and most evil hackers in the Toontown community. Chubster. Alright. Chubster needs to get out of there, so hang on. He was just in here again, and I had to like do the thing again. Anyway, Maverick even went as far as to hack the Random Toons show YouTube channel and basically deleted all of his vids, all of his tunes, literally hacked every social media this guy had, and even disabled his phone. And yes, I'm taking all this from, I'm quoting all this from like, the Toontown Iceberg vid that this was that Maverick was mentioned in. Yeah. So there's that. There's another source you can watch. Yeah. He's also doxed people and made threats towards people and even made bomb threats to his school, getting him arrested in the process. Yeah, that caused him to get arrested. Yeah, he's in jail probably right now. Yeah. Now, if that doesn't sound like Jax, then I don't know what does. Yeah. Yeah. If that's not something Jax would do, then I don't know what is, you know? It's obvious at this point that Jax is a hacker. It all lines up perfectly. I mean, he is constantly victimizing Gangle, the sweetest little baby, or ribbon mask, person, girly, ribbon mask girly, yeah, and that's causing karma to catch up to him, as we saw in episodes 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, obviously sick. We all saw that. It was also revealed in episode 5 that Jax used to be best buds with an abstracted player named Ribbit. And it's possible that Ribbit was the one who found him, who found Jax, who found him during one of Kane's adventures, you know? Also in episode 6, it was revealed that Ragiffa tried to befriend him, but then she failed to do so. She literally says, I might have failed Pomni just like I failed Jax. So it's possible that she was the one who convinced Kane to let him stay in the circus. You know? Adds up. And Kane probably seeing that that Jax isn't really an NPC anymore, decided to just let him stay and just yeah. Also in episode 6, he literally cussed out Pomni. Yeah. After she called him out for his behavior, and he was literally about to abstract in the bathroom at the favorite character awards due to that factoid. I said it again. I love that word now, factoid. Thanks, smiling friends. I also feel the need to mention that Pomni and Jax were getting pretty close during episodes 5 and 6. So his panic attack was totally in character at that time. Yeah. Obviously. Now I feel really compelled to mention that that episode 7 is coming up, and it's probably going to be quite controversial. It hasn't really been released yet, but like Gooseworks and Michael Kovac are both warning fans about episode 7, saying that it's going to upset the right people. And I don't know what that means, but I feel scared. Am I one of the right people or what? We'll see. Now, if I had to take a guess as to what is going to happen in episode 7, I would have to say that I think episode 7 will reveal what's inside Jax's room, which is And I think I know what it is. Get ready for this. I think his room also doubles as a surveillance room full of literally everyone's memories. I mean, all the circus members' memories. Yeah. Probably even Kane's memories. We don't even know what his backstory is, but yeah, I don't think it's actually Kane's memories, but maybe it is. I don't know. Probably not Kane's. It's just like the human characters. Quote unquote formerly human characters. And that includes ones that occurred moments before they entered the circus. Probably, if this theory is true. Yeah, I feel like that would have to be that. I'm going a bit off script here, but the reason why I'm saying that I think that it's full of everyone's memories, and even the ones that happened prior to ending up in the circus, is because I think that because like we saw that Kane was able to tamper with Jax's mind, so maybe Jax is able to like peer into people's minds using his hacking abilities. You know? That makes sense. It all adds up. I guess. Yeah. It definitely does. I also think that that Jax's room, that room that Jax probably has surveillance cameras didn't originally belong to Jax. And but rather someone who abstracted long before he even entered the circus. You know, before he even hacked into the NPC. If this theory is even true. And I'm just gonna go on a whim and assume that it's that member of the circus who abstracted long before the original owner of that room was a member who took the form of a teddy bear. Maybe even a female who took the form of a teddy bear. You know? That could be possible. I mean, I guess I'm being biased now, but I would like to see a teddy bear in there. Maybe they already did, and we just didn't even see him, and they just abstracted, and we can't see their face on the door because it's Jax's face is covering it. That makes sense. Yeah. So I feel like the room probably has some old school Build-A-Bear architecture. So a lot of sewing elements a little bit around the room, along with the cameras. I mean, the screens that show people's memories. So yeah. It probably will look like a new school Build-A-Bear. Sorry, a new style Build-A-Bear. You know, like the new architecture of the Build-A-Bear is like all like clean and minimalist and just boring. You know, these days. Why would they do that? I don't know. That's weird. I mean, if there's a doll, and if there can be a doll member, then there can definitely be a teddy bear member. Why else is that room right next to Ragapha's? I mean, where there's a doll, there's a teddy bear. You know? Where there's dolls, there's teddy bears. I literally wrote that in the fancy parentheses. Why did I write that at all? It's I'm a mess. I love those parentheses though, I can't help it. Yeah. Anyway, I love those brackets. They're so cute. the little squiggle, the little dent at a little edge or just a little fancy little squiggle right there. It's just so cute. Yeah. There's that. But anyway, yeah. His bedroom is probably doubles as a surveillance room. And we're probably gonna witness Ribbit's backstory through Jax's POV. Yeah. I don't know what is going to upset the fandom, but maybe it's the POV part, but you know, that's kind of insane. Maybe it's the fact like that he has surveillance footage of literally like everyone's memories on surveillance cameras. It sounds so weird. Maybe it's like the fact the way that he like took over someone's room, or the abstracted player's room. That could be it. Yeah. So that being said, if there's live action scenes on the cameras, and they're played by the VAs, and they're of the cast just moments before their arrival. Well, I mean, I'd still be pretty surprised, but only because I got that right, not because it's actually happening. Because like, I literally just predicted that. But if I do predict that, I'd be shocked that I got that right, because I barely get anything right. Like, oh my god, I don't even know. Oh, my predictions are always so off. I'm terrible at predicting things. I suck at it. Anyway, yeah. Well, this vid's gonna be something to edit. Anyway, that's all I have for this vid. You can subscribe if you want. Give this video a thumbs up if you want. Follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky. And, yeah. Until then, be good and be cute.